Hello and welcome back and good evening. Let's just continue. I'm uploading the Moore's law, but they're not ready. So let's just continue my project. So I'm not just sitting looking at the screen. It's 7:30 soon, and it starts to getting dark. Yes, I'm John, an old YouTuber and PC gamer, and I like to read this myself, so that's a big help. I get a computer voice, read it loud, because I better understand the English word, because I'm not English. This is why I don't speak so well English. And I'm a bit tired because I've only been sleeping 5 hours, but I'm always tired in the morning. I have explained that because I just get up. I get up every morning, even I not only sleep few hours. I do that because I don't want to sleep my whole day and be awake the whole night. So alarm clock is on there. 8:30 for tomorrow. So I hope I can sleep a little bit more tonight. So actually I like to do this because I did plan to read this myself. So now I don't have to read it. I have a computer voice is reading. Yes, I'm reading. If you look my mouse, I follow the text. I follow the text with my mouse. So I am reading a little bit myself, but I start to get tired. My eyes are a bit tired, and the screen is a little bit far away from my bed. But the text is very big. It's good big text, so that's very good. So I will try to read this. Robert Noyce is one of the founders of the Intel Corporation. But he died or passed away many years ago in 1990. That's like 32 years ago. In an early age, 64. So actually, if he was alive, he was like 94, like Gordon Moore. Gordon Moore is still alive. The next one, I don't know, not really. That's Arthur Rock. He's one of all of the founders, no investors. Then I need to know more about AMD, Advanced Micro Device. There always be a kind of underdog to Intel, because Intel have like 70-80% of the market for CPUs to the personal computer markets. So I have to look more at the AMD, and I think I should start to collect some old AMD CPUs, and actually some AMD's computers, PCs, and maybe I could find some Zurich. We had a company in the 1819 called Zurich that was making CPUs, so I had to look at all this later, but I like to get back to track. I was to study the old, to do the Busicom and the Zilog. Yes, but let's just start reading. I will, but I need half a minute to go back to my bed. Because my back is hurting. Because I've been sitting like this many days and recording many hundred videos, so I cannot do this anymore. I have to lay down to rest my old back. Yes, I can sit a little bit like half an hour, but not like 10 hours every day. I cannot sit like this because I need a chair. I need a good gamer chair. So actually this is very helpful, because now I don't have to read all this myself.
Robert Noyce. Robert Noyce with motherboard 1959.png. Born Robert Norton Noyce December 12, 1927 Burlington, Iowa. Died June 3, 1990, aged 62, Austin, Texas. Alma mater Grinnell College, Massachusetts. Institute of Technology. Occupation physicist known for co-founding Fairchild Semiconductor and Intel. Spouse, S. Elizabeth Bottom. Leanne Bowers. Children: William B. Noyce, Bendrit Noyce, Priscilla Noyce, Margaret Noyce. Parent, S. Ralph Brewster Noyce. Harriet May Norton. Awards: Faraday Medal, 1979. Harold Pender Award, 1980. John Fritz Medal, 1989. Website www.robertnoyce.com. Robert Norton Noyce. The 12th of December, 1927, the 3rd of June, 1990, nicknamed the Mayor of Silicon Valley, was an American physicist and entrepreneur who co-founded Fairchild Semiconductor in 1957 and Intel Corporation in 1968. He is also credited with the realization of the first monolithic integrated circuit, a microchip, which fueled the personal computer revolution and gave Silicon Valley its name. MB1. 1. Contents. Early life. Education. Career. Personal life. Death. Awards and honors. Legacy. Patents. Notes. Citations. References. Further reading. External links. Early life. Noyce was born on the 12th of December, 1927, in Burlington, Iowa, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the third of 4 sons, 4, of the Reverend Ralph Brewster Noyce. 7. His father graduated from Doane College, Oberlin College, and the Chicago Theological Seminary, and was also nominated for a Rhodes Scholarship. 8. His mother, Harriet May Norton, was the daughter of the Reverend Milton J. Norton, a Congregational clergyman, and Louise Hill. She was a graduate of Oberlin College, and prior to her marriage she had dreams of becoming a missionary. 9. Journalist Tom Wolfe described her as an intelligent woman with a commanding will. 10. Noyce had 3 siblings: Donald Sterling Noyce, Gaylord Brewster Noyce, and Ralph Harold Noyce. 4. 11. His brother Donald would go on to become a respected professor and associate dean of undergraduate affairs in the UC Berkeley College of Chemistry. Robert later created the Donald Sterling Noyce Prize to reward excellence in undergraduate teaching at Berkeley. 12. His brother Gaylord would go on to become a respected professor of practical theology and dean of students at Yale Divinity School. In 1961, while a young professor, he was arrested for being one of the freedom riders of the civil rights movement. 13. Noyce's earliest childhood memory involved beating his father at ping pong and feeling shocked when his mother reacted to the news of his victory with a distracted "wasn't that nice of Daddy to let you win." Even at the age of 5, Noyce felt offended by the notion of intentionally losing. "That's not the game," he said to his mother. "If you're going to play, play to win." 11. When Noyce was 12 years old in the summer of 1940, he and his brother built a boy-sized aircraft which they used to fly from the roof of the Grinnell College stables. Later he built a radio from scratch and motorized his sled by welding a propeller and a motor from an old washing machine to the back of it. 14. His parents were both religious, but Noyce became an agnostic and irreligious in later life. 15. Education. Noyce grew up in Grinnell, Iowa. While in high school, he exhibited a talent for mathematics and science and took the Grinnell College freshman physics course in his senior year. He graduated from Grinnell High School in 1945 and entered Grinnell College in the fall of that year. He was the star diver on the 1947 Midwest Conference Championship swim team. 10. While at Grinnell College, Noyce sang, played theater and acted. In Noyce's junior year, he got in trouble for stealing a 25-pound pig from the Grinnell Mayor's farm and roasting it at a school luau. The mayor sent to his parents stating that in the agricultural state of Iowa, stealing a domestic animal is a felony which carries a minimum penalty of a year in prison and a fine of $1. Noyce faced expulsion from school, but Grant Gale, Noyce's physics professor and president of the college, did not want to lose a student with Noyce's potential. They compromised with Mayer so that Grinnell would compensate him for the pig, and suspend Noyce for 1 semester. He returned in February 1949. 16. He graduated Phi Beta Kappa with a BA in Physics and Mathematics in 1949. He also received a signal honor from his classmates, the Brown Darby Prize, which recognized the senile man who earned the best grades with the least amount of work. 17. While Noyce was an undergraduate, he was fascinated by the field of physics and took a course in the subject that was taught by Professor Grant Gale. Gale obtained 2 of the very first transistors ever produced by Bell Labs and showed them off to his class. Noyce was hooked. 10, 18, 19. Gale suggested he apply to the doctoral program in physics at MIT, which he did. 20. Noyce had a mind so quick that his graduate school friends called him Rapid Robert. 21. He received his doctorate in physics from MIT in 1953. Career. After graduating from MIT in 1953, Noyce took a job as a research engineer at the Philco Corporation in Philadelphia. He left in 1956 to join William Shockley, a co-inventor of the transistor and eventual Nobel Prize winner, at the Shockley Semiconductor Laboratory, 22, in Mountain View, California. Noyce left a year later with the traitorous 8, 23, upon having issues with Shockley's management style, and co-founded the influential Fairchild Semiconductor Corporation. According to Sherman Fairchild, Noyce's impassioned presentation of his vision was the reason Fairchild had agreed to create the Noyce and Gordon Moore in front of the Intel SC1 building in Santa Clara in 1970. Semiconductor division for the traitorous 8. After Jack Kilby invented the first hybrid integrated circuit, hybrid IC, in 1958. 24. Noyce in 1959 independently invented a new type of integrated circuit, the monolithic integrated circuit, monolithic IC. 25. 26. It was more practical than Kilby's implementation. Noyce's design was made of silicon, whereas Kilby's chip was made of germanium. Noyce's invention was the first monolithic integrated circuit chip. 27. Unlike Kilby's IC, which had external wire connections and could not be mass-produced, Noyce's monolithic IC chip put all components on a chip of silicon and connected them with copper lines. 26. The basis for Noyce's monolithic IC was the planar process, developed in early 1959 by Gene Huerny. In turn, the basis for Huerny's planar process were the silicon surface passivation and thermal oxidation methods developed by Mohammed Attallah in 1957. 28, 29. Noyce and Gordon Moore founded Intel in 1968 when they left Fairchild Semiconductor. 21, 30. Arthur Rock, the chairman of Intel's board and a major investor in the company, said that for Intel to succeed, the company needed Noyce, Moore and Andrew Grove. And it needed them in that order. Noyce, the visionary, born to inspire; Moore, the virtuoso of technology; and Grove, the technologist turned management scientist. 31. The relaxed culture that Noyce brought to Intel was a carryover from his style at Fairchild Semiconductor. He treated employees as family, rewarding and encouraging teamwork. Noyce's management style could be called roll up your sleeves. He shunned fancy corporate cars, reserved parking spaces, private jets, offices, and furnishings in favor of a less structured, relaxed working environment in which everyone contributed and no one received lavish benefits. By declining the usual executive perks, he stood as a model for future generations of Intel CEOs. At Intel, he oversaw.
Yes, I have 2 videos I need to put public, so I need to take a break. Now it's 7:40 p.m. It's grey and dark outside. I think we should maybe just close the blinds. Yes, need to go to my bedroom. Yes, I need to do this kind of small break sometimes because I have to do stuff like this every day in my apartments. Let's put that's the Moore's law. The last part of Moore's law. And every day I make a video about this war in Ukraine, but I do this in Danish. I did this every day. That's the day number 76. So I make this video every day, but sometimes I'm just to forget it because I'm tired, but not yet. Then I need to add it to my playlist, but I have the playlist is ready. Just have to add, that's part 81. So this is part number 82. Yes, then I have my Danish Ukraine playlist. Day number 76 of this war. Russia did invade Ukraine 76 days ago. So I don't hope we have the third World War. They use a lot of computer chips, all this drones, all this missiles and GPS satellites, all this stuff that's built with all this kind of technology. Yes, the computer processing, the CPUs, they are inside everything there, like the satellites, the missiles, all this kind of weapons, computers and stuff. Let's continue, but I have to get back to my bed. But I don't think that's not so much power on this camcorder. But I think we can finish this one. Then I will charge the camcorder again a little bit. Then I will record this to a rock, if possible. Let's continue. No, now it lost. I should not do that. I cannot select continue because I...
Fairfield Semiconductor. He treated employees as family, rewarding and encouraging teamwork. Noyce.
Yes, I have to read page by page because I did this. You cannot do like this. Then it not remember the settings. Yes, but how far did we reach? Not much. Let's just read everything again. I don't have to have more breaks. Read to enter the document. Sorry for that.
Robert Noyce. Robert Noyce with motherboard 1959.png. Born Robert Norton Noyce, December 12, 1927, Burlington, Iowa. Died June 3, 1990, aged 62, Austin, Texas. Alma mater Grinnell College, Massachusetts. Institute of Technology. Occupation physicist known for co-founding Fairchild Semiconductor.